Hey everyone, I'm Sam Rhodes, exercise enthusiast, physical therapist, and tonight I'm prepping for my first fast packing experience. Now, fast packing is something that maybe not a lot of people know about. It's basically a combination of trail running and backpacking. So instead of just starting from your car, doing a trail run, ending, and then that's your day, instead you're starting from your car, whoever drops you off, continuing to run, making camp, and then continuing to run the next day and maybe multiple days. But for me, since it's my first time, it's just gonna be a single night. Now I am starting pretty aggressive. It's actually called Section J of the PCT, Pacific Crest Trail. And it's gonna be 70 miles long, about 15,000 feet of elevation gain. And I'm gonna go from Stevens Pass to Snoqualmie Pass. I'm kind of just winging it on a lot of fuel, enough resources that I can think of, but I don't want to carry too much weight because, of course, that's just going to slow me down and make it a little rougher on my legs. So here's kind of what I'm looking at. I've got my fast pack. Now, I got this 2 years ago with the intention of getting involved in this, but honestly, this has mostly just been for run commuting or just really good city trekking because it hugs your chest, clips, and doesn't move too much. So I found that it's actually my favorite backpack if I'm carrying my laptop or anything like that. But tomorrow I'm actually going to use it for its purpose. So I have condensed down my sleeping bag. That's going to be really important with how cold it is. Now a lot of people will get like a fast packing tent that is, thin material, not very much weight, and you usually use your hiking poles to hold it up at night. I don't have one of those. And just for the purpose of dirt bagging it, I'm not going to bring a tent at all. Instead, I'm just going to bring a footprint. Normally just goes on the bottom of your tent. I'm thinking I can fold it over myself, or maybe I use it as a tarp. I don't really know. Coming with me though. Squeeze that in the bottom. I am gonna bring a sleeping pad. So I definitely don't wanna sleep on the hard ground after 50 miles of running around. I need something to just make it feel a little more comfortable and get a good night's sleep. Other essentials are headlamp, a couple water filters, bear spray, trekking poles, battery pack if I need it. I'll bring another charger for my phone. But now let's go on to the food. So I do know a lot about sports science. I have studied a lot when it comes to nutrition for endurance exercise. But again, part of the fun of doing this kind of thing, especially because there's not a race to it, there's no specific time that I'm going for, it's really just gonna be a feeding fest. Eat as much as I can, as often as I can, and go ahead and just get all the goodies that I would normally not allow myself to get. So let's take a look. We've got Chex Mix, we've got Swedish Fish, Sour Patch Kids, other gummies, a bunch of potato chips, trail mix. I got a bunch of jerky that I'm gonna bring, a bunch of electrolytes. I do have some of the, classic endurance like Power Bar, Goos, gels, other sort of granola-like food, but honestly, I don't want to put too much emphasis in it. It's 70 miles, so I do know that I need a lot of calories for that, but I'm not going to be counting. I'm just going to be putting it in as often as I can, and if I start to get fatigued, I know that I'm probably not eating enough and I can just sit, take a rest, and eat. But yeah, I'm kind of harnessing this childlike 12-year-old who just goes on a little shopping spree at the store and just gets everything they want for a movie night. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how it goes. I don't expect it to be comfortable, but I do expect to kind of gain some knowledge and some sort of profound memory from it. So stay tuned. Thanks for joining. Okay, we are at the trailhead, which means that I'm about to set off on a 75-mile adventure. I'm feeling pretty good. It's now, let's see, 7:26. So sun goes down in 11 and a half hours. It's a lot of time to cover some ground. So pack is doing good. I think it's a little heavy, but it's only gonna get lighter as I keep eating and keep drinking. Probably could have used some extra Vaseline, but we're just lotioning up for now. And yeah, here we go. All right. We are only about 2.5 miles in, so not much for the day, but I did make it to the first peak, which is just the top of Stevens Pass. Normally I'm here for skiing. You can see the ski lift in the background, but beautiful view, as you can see, very sunny. and we're about to get a little bit of downhill, so let's enjoy. As you can see, I'm just holding my poles. Seems to be enough like ups and downs, so bring the poles out for the way up, hold them like I am for the way down. Definitely not worth trying to pack them away. Okay, I'm about 11.5 in, and what have I learned so far? So, number one, I probably didn't need to start with as much water as I did. I can always fill up along the way, and really I'm just dragging a bunch of weight. Number two, these fast packs, while amazing to keep things snug, they aren't really designed for continuous eating. I don't really have any pockets that are big enough for food, so all my food's in the back, which means stopping, pulling things out, eating, putting it back, and then hitting it again. So yeah, I'm trying to figure things out, kind of utilizing this pocket for extra food. That way I can just kind of grab. But other than that, things have been going pretty smooth. Oh, I guess the other thing I've learned, things are pretty slow when you've got 30 pounds on your back. So pretty much just gonna walk anytime there's a minor elevation and run anytime there's a decline. But absolutely incredible out here. All right, we're on mile 15. I looked at the map and it looks like just one more climb, about 1,000 feet up, and then like 5 miles of downhill. So I'm excited about that. And that should bring us to our halfway point for the day, if all goes well. I'm saying that with confidence. Halfway could be right now. Either way, loving it. All right, so I am almost 19 miles in, got a downhill, taking a little bit of a gamble, just ran out of water, and back up there was an alpine lake and a stream coming off of it, but I trust that going down, there's gonna be plenty of water opportunities, and more importantly, the less weight I have on my back on this downhill, the better my legs are gonna do. So let's see if it pans out. All right, just what I was looking for. Fantastic. All right, so we are 22 miles in and everything's going pretty well. I mean, aside from using my arm sleeves as shoulder pads, because these things are definitely tearing into my shoulder with this much weight, but yeah, I've been taking a look at the map. We're currently on this descent that's about to turn into a 2,000 foot ascent, so I'm guessing it's whatever we're looking at in front of us. After that, I'm gonna make a decision on setting up camp at the bottom or doing another up and down to mile 50, but that's definitely gonna look like a dark addition. So we'll see, but if I make it to 50, that'll
give me 25 miles tomorrow. And considering I'm not even at 25 miles today on fresh legs, it makes me think that I should go ahead and set myself up for success and not have too many miles to take on tomorrow. But yeah, here's another taste of this view. Okay, so I just crossed the marathon mark, which feels good. I kind of realized I'm not putting too much emphasis on where I stop. It's mostly going to be like when it starts to get dark and when I find a good place to camp. But I wanted to start filming because this is absolutely gorgeous. Cathedral Rock there, Cascade Range on that side. And yeah, definitely starting to feel the fatigue. I think I'm going to take a break here at the top before I start descending. But really it's only 2 more climbs after this. So whether I do 1 today, 1 tomorrow, or 2 tomorrow, we'll kind of see how the next 10 miles takes me. But still got about 10 miles until the halfway point, which means not allowed to stop just yet. Beautiful alpenglow sunset to cap this pretty spectacular day. I think I still have about 4 miles to go. Can't imagine that much elevation gain since it was only 2,500 to begin with. But I am taking in these spectacular views. And I'm looking forward to getting to the top, seeing if there's cell signal. I get to message my wife, tell her how it went, let her know that I'm okay, let her know that I love her. And then in the morning, I should be in a perfect position to watch the sunrise and then have 25 more miles to get after it. So let's take advantage of the daylight while I've got it. All right, we are up and we are ready to finish this thing out. As you can see, I went full dirtbag status on this. Bed just laid on the ground. Got a little dewy, but not too bad. I did wake up halfway through the night and just needed more food. So I had to go get my food bag, but let's go take a look at that now. Made a point of putting it pretty far from where I slept, just in case there were any wildlife, but I guess because I'm at 5,500 feet, pretty much at the top of this thing, there's not really much activity going on out here, which is really cool, but let's take a look at that. That's possibly one of the most epic sunrises that I've ever seen. Okay, we are nearing the top of what turned out to be a very tough final big climb of this route. I think I underestimated it since it was smaller than last night's. I thought it would be way smaller. It wasn't, but these views are absolutely incredible. Spectacle Lake is down there. All of this giant range in the background. And it appears that I am very close to my refueling and getting this pack off of my shoulders moment. So, very exciting. So, things are feeling okay. Definitely could have taken better care of my feet last night, but I'm getting through it. A couple more climbs, a couple more descents, and then one long descent until I'm homebound. But look at this view. Mount Rainier in the background. All right, here we go. Okay, here's where it pays to be careful. Legs are tired, toenails hurt a lot. I keep kicking these rocks. And this downhill that I'm really excited about making up time so I can finish and get to some water is not the most easy to navigate. So, steady as she goes. Okay, we're in our final 6 miles. 1 more mile of all of this stuff. 5 miles of downhill, and even better, my love, my Rose, is heading up from the trailhead right now to catch me and bring me back in. So that's my motivation to keep pushing, despite how much pain my toes are in, and feet, and finger. But the knees and quads are doing fantastic. So let's soak it in one more time before we head down. All right, there it is, the finish line. Snoqualmie Pass, we can see Snoqualmie West, a lot of the ski runs, and a whole lot of downhill trails that we just get to enjoy. And hopefully be able to actually run. There she is,
my king of the
my
mountain.
trail fairy.
Hi, darling.
Crushing this uphill.
Oh yeah, nothing like you, babe. How are you?
I'm in so much pain.
My love, you're so close.
Oh.
Less than 3 miles to go. That breeze is nice. Moving so well for having 70 miles on you.
See, my quads and knees and everything feels good. It's just my feet.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Here he is, coming in! King of Section J! Ah! Congratulations! Oh yeah, get that pack off you.
Oh my gosh. Now let's see what we're walking away with here. I have a feeling, yep, a lot of rashes from all of these things. I think my back is from all
We
of
got some
that.
angel wings here.
A lot of weight getting pushed. Now the unveiling.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was already pretty black and blue, but it's this part that hurts so much. I think it's just getting pushed in the bottom. Just a blister that just decided to really let go. So, legs did really well on the descent, feet did not. Well, here I am at the end of that 70-mile feat. I definitely got everything I could have wanted from the experience, which was really just to experience something really challenging that took me into some depths that I don't think I'll ever want to return to, so I can just comfortably put it all to bed. Tonight I will foam roll and massage my legs and see what tomorrow brings. Cheers. Thanks everyone.